4. Mind the goal of good intentions. Look for the best in people, not the worst. See things from their perspective. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Remember their good days, not their bad ones. We can either connect with people or connect people. It is our choice. It is our choice.
So basically here, how do you win with people? This is very simple. When you meet someone, always start with believing the best in everyone you know. I always say it this way, and I learned this directly from John Maxwell. When I have a new employee come into my life or come into my workspace, and they start working for me, this is what I tell them. I'm going to put a 10 on your head. I'm going to give you 1 through 10, right? 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. This is your first day. I'm going to give you a 10. Okay. And it's your choice on whether it stays a 10 or if it goes down. And guess what? When you fail, or when it's not really about failure, right? It's not about messing up and making mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. As long as we grow from them, we're fine. But when I see something like you're late for 3 days straight to work, that 10 becomes a 7. But guess what? I let you know that. Hey, Abbas, you were a 10, but now you're a 7. So now we need to work on getting you back to a 10. We set that expectation, but I'm going to start with believing that everything you do has the best intentions in mind, that you mean well. You give people the benefit of the doubt, and then you allow them to either prove themselves right or prove you wrong. But sometimes we have this tendency to cast judgment on people that's not truly validated. We have this tendency of casting judgment on people by what we may think of them, but not allowing them the benefit of trying to just prove themselves. I give you an example. In my world, it's predominantly, as far as like the workforce, it's predominantly men because it's heavy labor work. But I can tell you, even in the heavy labor work, some of my best employees are female. Because I even though in the back of my head, I'm sitting there thinking, there's no way this person's going to be able to do all this lifting. Well, you know what? I kept my mouth shut, and I thought, I'm going to think the best of this scenario. And let them prove themselves, and sometimes they prove themselves, but you cannot go in and give someone a fair shot if they're starting from behind simply out of your personal judgment. So give everybody the opportunity. Look for the best in everybody. Anybody want to add anything to that?
It was awesome. I wanted to say something about the previous one, that how you said about it. It was so wonderful. And I remembered when I used to study the history of India and Pakistan. Before, when Pakistan and India were separated, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founder of Pakistan and friend of Mahatma Gandhi, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a lawyer at that time before becoming the barrister. So he was a very top lawyer, and he used to do the same things what Mr. John Maxwell's father, Mr. Melvin, used to do, because I believe that they are like-minded. And it's in the history that Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah used to do the cases for the Hindus and the Muslims and the Christians of the Indo-Pak, and he never used to take the money from these poor people. He used to say, if you have it, give it to me. If you don't have it, don't give it to me, but I'll do your case. So it's a very good motivational stories of Mr. Melvin, John C. Maxwell's father, and Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah as well. So we can relate to them, and we can follow them, copy them, and get success in our lives and other people's lives. Yeah, beautiful.
Very good. Very good. So I like what you said about. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Well, we'll talk about it at the end. I have a question about something, but it has nothing to do with this. So we'll keep going.